Framework. What's framework? Actually, framework provide us resources and different types of tools that help us to create, develop a web application or desktop application. And in other words, you can say frameworks are semi-built application because architecture of all frameworks are already ready. You can use as per our need. You can use any framework as per our need. Spring, Spring is a Spring word, not a logical word. Actually, Spring. Okay, okay. Hello,
Yes.
I'm audible.
It's breaking up.
Breaking 1 minute. Hello, hello. I'm
Yes, sir.
audible.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So today's topic is Spring Framework. Framework provides us the different tools and resources to develop a web application or desktop application. And Spring is a not a logical word. It is a season word. Okay, I think you know that after that winter season, spring come after the winter season. Okay, so actual name of the spring is Interface 21, but on 2003, Rod Johnson launched this framework with name Spring Framework 2023. More than three, sorry. Okay. So actually, Interface 21 is just like as a spring season, and we are using Spring framework at the place of EJB. EJB means Enterprise Java Bean. Enterprise Java Bean just like as a winter season. So Interface 21 is very pleasant compared to EJB. So Lord Johnson changed the name of Interface 21 and declare the name of interface 21 as Spring Framework. So, what is the difference why we are using Spring at the place of EJB? Actually, EJB and Spring, Enterprise Java. EJB is a if you want to execute EJB application, we have need application server. Without application server, we cannot execute EJB application. That's the dependency of EJB on application server. Okay, because we have two types of server: web server, and application server. Web server have web container, and web container can execute Servlet and JSP. But application server have web container plus EJB container because uh, so we can execute EJB application with the help of application server because application server has EJB container. And with the help of EJB container, we can execute EJB application. But Spring, if you want to execute a Spring, we have need only jar files. If we have jar files, we can execute each and every application of Spring. We have no need of application server or any other server. If you have jar file, we can execute any application of Spring. Second thing, EJB is heavyweight and Spring is a lightweight. Lightweight means thread. Spring is a thread and EJB is a process. Obviously, Spring is a lightweight, so it is a faster than EJB. So Spring is a lightweight process, is a thread-based work, and EJB work on a behalf as a process. Third is EJB is a tightly coupled and Spring is a loosely coupled. EJB is a tightly coupled, Spring is a loose. What's the meaning of this? Actually, suppose we have a class. We have this class, and this class has a method that okay, suppose we have a class birthday, and this birthday class has a method name is public var rush, and we want to call this method. Okay, so suppose we have another class example, and this class has a method public method public static environment. Okay, so if you want to execute this switch method, so we have made the object of birthday class. So first of all, we will create object of birthday class. After that, we can call which method. It's okay. Means if we want to call this method, so first of all, we will execute this class. After that, we can execute which method. Okay. If through this class, if you want to call which method, we have need the object of birthday class. Okay, that is the dependency of this. This which method is fully depend on this. Without this instruction, we can't execute, we can call which method. Okay, because it's fully depend on this line. Okay, so according to Spring Framework, if a user, a developer, create a object of any class, actually it created a dependency. Okay, so Spring uh, provide us the object of all model class, all is bean class, all project class, or positive class. We have not need to write this instruction in Spring. Okay, so Spring uh, ask us, we have not need to create object of any class. We have not need to create the object of any class. Spring provides us the object of all model class, all project class, or bean class. Okay, because if you create the object of any class, so we create dependency, different types of dependencies on the different classes. Okay, so actually Spring removes the dependencies of the program. So the code of Spring is a loosely coupled because it removes the all dependencies of the programs. Okay, so how this possible? How to provide a Spring provide as the object of any class? So actually, Spring work on the basis of two design pattern. First is IOC and second is DI. IOC is the inversion of control and DI is the dependency injection. IOC works with the help of DI, dependency injection. IOC. IOC inversion of control. Inversion means reward of control. Okay, what's the meaning of this? Actually, Spring Framework remove the control, remove the right of a user to the IOC. Inverse of control, inversion of control means inverse of control means reward of control. So actually, Spring Framework reverse the our control. Like suppose we can create the object of any class, we can inject the value of in the object of any class. We can perform inheritance, we can perform aggregation, we can perform uh, different types of operation on object in the class. But Spring remove our rights, our control. Okay, these operations will perform by IOC. IOC will create the object of any class. IOC will uh, assemble the object means declare the methods, declare the properties of a class. IOC can configure the object of any class. You have not need to create the object, assemble the object, configure the object. After that, if you want to need the value inject in the object, with the help of dependency injection, IOC inject the values in the object. We can also perform the aggregation. We can also perform the inheritance. We can also perform the another operation with the help of IOC. Okay. And DI is a dependency injection. It removes the all dependency of our programming code and make it loosely coupled. It's using setter and constructor. With the help of setter and constructor, and it inject the dependencies and remove the different types of dependency of our programming and make it loosely coupled. Okay, so we have not need to create any object of any class in the Spring. Spring provides us the object of any class. Okay, so how this possible? Actually, we will create, we will declare the all information about a class in a XML file. Okay, and IOC contains the information of a class from a XML file, and it creates the get the information from the XML file, and then it creates the object of any class and save it that object in Spring container. And if you have need of the object of any class, we can get that object from the Spring container. Okay, after that we can perform any operation in the object of Spring Bean or Codify. Okay, now we are going to create this example. So in Spring, we use different, we use Maven. Okay, Maven is a project build tool, and we have another project build tool like Gradle and mostly Java developers use Maven, Android developers use Gradle, and Ant is also a project build tool. So first question we realize that what is the use of project build tool? Actually, I think you know that in web applications we have different types of files like front-end HTML, CSS, JavaScript, file, image, audio, video, class file, XML file, interfaces, then server. There are different types of files. But we can execute the whole application with the help of a single button. We can click on a single button and we can execute the whole application. It we can perform this operation through the Maven or any project build. Okay. Second thing, suppose we want to use the Spring. Spring is not a product of Java. It is a framework and providers Rod Johnson. So if you want to use any resource that is not exist in Java, so we have made the jar file of that resource. Okay, same as if you want to use Spring, so we will install, we will can download the jar file of Spring. After that, we can use it. But Maven, in Maven, we have not need to download any jar file. You can only declare the dependency of uh, any tools, any resource. Okay, and when Maven uh, need any jar file, it will download from the internet. So if you are using Maven, so first of all, must be check so you have a proper internet or not. Your net is working properly or not. Because Maven or any project based tool works on the basis of internet. So internet must be working proper. So first of all, check your net is working or not properly. Okay. So we have not need to jar file of any resource. We can only declare the add the dependency of that resource, and if we have need of any jar file, Maven or any project goal tool automatically download from the internet. Okay, this is the benefit of Maven. Okay, so now I'm going to create an example of Maven. Example of script. It's taking time. I'm going to use another version of STS, Spring Tool Suite. Okay. Now we are going to create a Spring example. We are going to use Maven. Click on File, then click on New, then click on Maven project. You can see here, this is Maven project. Click on Maven project. Okay. Here, use default workspace location because here, if you want to store, uh, save your project in a specific location, you click on browser and set the path. But if you want to use default location, so you can click only on the next. Here there is a multiple category. Here you can select internal. Please select internal. It will show multiple options. If you want to create a desktop application, please click quick start. If you want to create a web application, you can select web. Okay, so now currently we are going to create a desktop application. So click on quick start, then click on next. Okay, here group ID means we can declare the your package name. Let's suppose here from the group. Okay, and here artifact ID means we will declare the project name like Spring Proven, and then you can click on finish. Then it will provide us the project of Spring Framework. It's creating the your Maven project. Okay, press here grep ID com.group artifact is been proven package name version y here press y and press enter. Build success. Spring Pro 1. You can see here Spring Pro 1. Open this. You can see this. This is structure of your Spring project is the main class of Spring. This main is a test Java. This is used for testing purpose. Then there is system library, Maven dependency. And this is pom.xml. It is the most important file of your Spring project because we are using Maven. And this is a pom.xml. Here we will add the dependency, different types of dependency of our project. So here this is a version, group ID pom.group, and this is a project name, version, jar file, Maven. Here you can see this is dependencies. Dependencies tag is a group of dependencies. By default, it provides us the JUnit dependency. And if you have need of any dependency, we can add here within the dependencies tag. Okay. So now we are going to work on Spring. So we have made the jar file of dependency of Spring. So please open your browser and type here Maven repository. Okay. Open this Maven repository. Type here Spring web MVC. Click on search. Here you will get the Spring web MVC. Please click on this link. Here there are different versions of Spring. I'm using 5.3.3. 5.3.3. This is compatible with my system. So I click on this version. This is a different list of different version, and this is a dependency. Please click here. After click, copy to clipboard. You can only click on this location. It will automatically copy. We have not need to press Control C or Control X. Okay. After that, open this and paste it and save this file. You can see a build. You can see here it downloading the required jar file from the internet. Okay. After this, we have any need of any, if we want to use any resource, first of all, we will add the dependency of that resource here. And if we have any requirement of any jar file, Maven will download the jar file of your resource. Okay. Now, I'm going to create an example of a Spring. So suppose we want to perform same operation, same example, just like this. We have a class like birthday class, and we want to call wish method. Okay, for this purpose, first of all, we are going to create a class, a Maven class, a model class. Type here dot model here name birthday. Okay, and click on finish. This is the birthday class, and we have already in this class. I'm going to copy this and paste here. Okay. So there is a birthday class, and this class have a method public void wish. Okay. Now we have a main method. This. Okay. So now we have need of the object of this class, birthday class. Then we can call this. This is the main class. Okay. Main method. So for this purpose, we with the help of IOC, we can get the object of any project file. So we have it interface name is application context. Two interfaces, application context and bean factory. And application context is a child of bin file. Okay, so we will use child. We will use child interface. Name is application context is equal to new. Here we have made the uh, implemented class of application context. Here, the name of the implemented class is class path examine application context, and we can specify the name of XML file. So I have declared a name. Name is application.xml file. Okay. So we have need then this file application.xml file, because we will declare the all information about the Koju file, the bin file in application.xml file. So here, open here, click on SRC main Java. Okay, click right mouse button, new, and click on other. Type here XML. We are going to create XML file. Click on XML file and then click on next and type here application. Here I have declared application. You can specify anything as you like, but the name of XML file must be same here, like application. So here we will declare, we can declare the same name application, and then click on next, and finish. This is the XML file. Yeah, this is a design. Click on resource. This is a resource. This is a XML file, application.xml file. But this is empty. XML file, XML means extensible markup language. It is a extension of HTML file. It's also say as same HTML, but HTML use predefined tag, but XML use user-defined tags. So, how to execute it? So, actually, we have need the schema of all XML file, because the tag, the XML file have new tags. So, we have need the program of that tag. So, schema contains the program of that tag. Okay, so we can execute our tag with the help of schema. So, we have made the schema of any XML file, because all XML files have different tags. So all schema have XML file have different schema, because all tags will execute with the help of schema. Okay. So here we have need the object of any class being class. So we have need a schema of being class configuration. So please open your net browser and type here schema of Spring Spring the configuration XML file. Then you will get here 40 XML schema based configuration. Please click on this link. Okay, you can see here there are different types of schema. As per our tip, we can add this schema in our XML file. So currently, I have made the object of bin file. So here we can use this schema, copy this schema and paste in your XML file. Okay, and you can see here with bean definition here. So here we will declare the bean definition of all beans. So currently we have used the object of birthday class. So here we have a tag build space. We have declared ID. I think you know that ID are unique. Okay, so here and here we declare the class. Okay, so first of all, declare the ID, a unique ID. Was here declared info. With the help of this ID, we will get the object of that class. Okay, and this is the class. So here we will declare the class. So open your class, birthday class, select it, click right mouse button. Here you will get an option copy qualified name. Please click on copy qualified name and paste in application.xml file here. Okay, save this file. So we will get the object of uh, birthday class through the help of info. Info is the unique ID of birthday class. After that, we will open the main class. This is the main class, and this is the application context. It will work as a IOC. And now we have need to import this class, this interface. Application context. If spelling is correct. I'm using. So we want to get the object of display for the file birthday. So here type here context dot. We have a method get bean. Okay, here we will declare the ID. ID is the info and class name is birthday class. Birthday dot class semicolon. Type here. It will return the object of birthday class. So we have need the reference of birthday class. Okay, so here you can see this. ORG contains the application context and you have made the import this class, this implemented class of application context. After that, so uh, the object of application context, it will return the object of birthday class and can it will call wish method. Okay, so you can see here we have not need the use new keyword to get the object of any class. Now I'm going to create a Java application. Click on this option and you can see this virtual happy birthday to you. So you have not need to create the object of any class. Okay. Only with the help of application context, we can get the object of any class and we get all the properties or the method of that class. Okay. So here you can see birthday is only have a single method, but suppose we have a another class. Suppose class name is student. Click on finish, and this class have private int some properties like private intro, private string, its name. Okay, we have need to set the value, initialize the values of these properties. I'm going to generate constructor of these properties. Only click on generate. You can see this is a constructor of these properties. So with the help of this construct, we can initialize the values of these properties. But suppose we want to get the values, so for this purpose, we will generate the getter method. of these properties. So click on generate getter and setter, and click on just select getter. Click on generate. You can see this. This is getter method of these properties. With the help of getter method, we can get the values of properties. Okay. Now we have need the object of this class to open main class, and again we have declared the property reference of student class. Student st is equal to context dot get b. So we have need the info sorry id of this class. So I'm going to declare a id, like suppose student name for study. Okay, and class name is student dot class. Okay, so first of all we have need the copy qualified name. Please select this copy qualified name. Declare here the id is equal to study class test qualified name, and this class have two properties. Let's close this. This class has two properties, and in this class we are using constructor to initialize the values. So if we are using constructor, so here we have a tag name is constructor r. Okay, and here declare values of first parameter name is roll number. So here declare roll number one is, and actually this is integer type. So here we will declare the int. Okay, and second configure constructor arg s name means student name. So here we can declare W, and we have not need to declare the type because by default it will use a string type. Okay, now so if you are using a constructor, so here in bin tag, within the bin tag, we will use constructor R must be. Remember this because this is a uh, very third portion of your interviewer. So must be remember this. Okay. If you are using constructor for initialize the value of property, so we will declare constructor R tag in bin. Yeah, bin tag within the bin tag. Okay. After that, here main file. Actually, we have need the express. And I think what is the problem with this? Import this. Okay. After that, I'm going to execute this. So suppose we want to get the values of student. So student information, roll number plus we have object of student st dot get role, same as we can print st dot get name. Okay, roll number is written. So we can get the object, and after that we can get the values of any class. Same as suppose we have another class. Class name is employee. Okay, click on finish. Here, this class have private int empid private string emp name private double basic chart. Suppose this it have three properties: employee ID, employee name, and basic. And now I'm going to use setter getter method at the place of constructor. In last class we used constructor to initialize the value, but in this class we are using setter method to set the values of these properties. Okay, okay. So if you want to access it, we have made the object of this class. So select this class, right mouse button, click on copy qualifier table, open your application.xml file and declare another class. Another class name is declare ID is equal to emp class is equal to declare this class, okay, and we are using constructor, sorry, we are using properties as a setter method. So here we have a tag name is property. Here we can declare the property name and values. Suppose empid 01 property emp name value is equal to third property name is basic. Declare this. Okay, so if you are using constructor, so we use constructor r tag and declare the values of properties. If we use setter method, so we have a tag property to the property tag. We can set the values of properties. Okay, after that, open main class and try to get the object of employee class. So employee is equal to context dot get the declare here ID of that class and class name is employee dot class. Okay. After that, I want to print the values of imply information imply. So type here imply information. Type here imply ID plus E dot get employee ID, same as this.
Sir.
Yes, hello.
The
Yes,
get the is the get already implemented in Java, or did you make the method
uh,
get bean?
sorry.
The
This.
get import all the get methods, did you have to
Yes,
create
yes,
them on your own?
only for decoration. I know formatting only. Okay, that is not a
Oh,
logical
so it's
use.
okay, it's not actual method right now.
Yes. You can
Okay,
see
okay, thank you.
only for basic, only for the uh, formatting purpose. Okay, this is a message.
Okay, okay.
Okay, this okay. So we will get the without get basic. So the get basic we can get the value of get basic. And here the right mode button run as Java application, and you can see this. Okay, so this is the output of birthday class. This is the output of student class, and this is the output of employee class. And name, where is name? Oh, name missed. Employee name e dot get name. Okay, so birthday class, student class, employee class. Okay, so here we have not need to create the object of any class. Spring provided the object of all being class or project class. Okay. Second thing, if we initialize the value through the constructor, so in application dot context, we use constructor R. If we are using setter method, we have a property tag. To the property tag, we can set the values. Okay. And here, application context is working as a IOC. This is the interface. So we have a implemented class application context, name is class path XML application context, and here we declare the XML file name. So IOC get the all information about your bin file from the application.xml, and it will create the object of that bin file in safe in Spring container. And if you want to get the value from the Spring container, we use object of application context and call get bin method. And here we declare the ID of that class and class name. It will return the object of that class, and we can save the that object in the reference of class name. Class of that class reference. After that, we can perform any operation. So we can get the only here. You can see in the first in first this is a birthday class here. uh, I'm using or I'm getting the only the object. You're not setting the value of any property because it have not property and you have not. I want to say only if you want to, you have not to ingest the values uh, through the constructor or property. So we can only get the object of that class. And in main class, we can call the setter method and we can set the values. Okay. So here you can see this. We have not need to use new keyword to create the object of any class. Same as we can perform aggregation or any operation. We have not performed this. All operation performed by Spring Framework. Okay. Hello, Tarek. It's
Yes,
okay.
yes, yes.
Any doubt? Any queries?
No.
Okay, this is a core application. If you want to use core, so this is with the help of Maven, they have created this application in Maven. Okay, this is project build tool, and we can create Maven Spring framework, Spring application. This is next application. In next session, we will create web application with the help of Spring Framework. Okay?
Okay. So are we all gonna do that?
No, no.
You're gonna show the example, or are we gonna create it ourselves?
Do you have need of any other example? You have sufficient time?
No, that's all.
If you have time, I have to create another example also. No problem.
I'm okay. That's fine. I was asking for the next class.
Okay, 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 okay. Yes. In next class, we will try to create a web application. Any problem?
No, no problem.
Okay. So it's okay. Now I'm going to share this example.